Okay, next video I'm recording right after the last one. How to make artcore. Okay, so you can use the rave step from the previous one. I've de-pitched mine a little bit, so it sounds a little bit more dark. But yeah, that's a very basic rave step. But what you can see a lot in artcore is that they use Hoovers. So today I'm going to show you how to make a Hoover. And it's actually a lot easier than you think. All you need is a PWM pulse wave, a PWM saw wave, a little bit of PWM and PWM rate, and you will get something that sounds like this. So already we have got something going on. Now I'm going to set the envelope. I'm going to set everything to the dynamic positive. But now we don't have any sound because we don't have any envelope. So we're going to start off by adding these. This is the sustain things and attack. I'm not sure which is which. I just know that these L1, T2, L2, T3 are important, assuming that will actually give you sound. Now this is the release. So we crank that a little bit. Yeah, we can hear on the end a little that fart sound or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to set it to the 32 range, so it's very deep. Yeah, that already sounds great. Now we're going to add a little bit of sub and some noise. So I'm going to set a high pass filter, set the frequency low, add some envelope, VZA, yeah. Set a chorus. And you have a Hoover already. Now we're hear a lot of the white noise, so we're going to take some of that off by cranking the envelope that controls the frequency down. So that's perfect. Actually, that chorus is kind of bad, so I have tried about 80 different kinds of chorus, and I have found that the Arturia, if I can find it, the Arturia June 6th, this one is pretty much identical to the actual version. I'm gonna select mono in, so now it's mono the signal when it comes in. We're gonna set it to manual because we want this little menu over here, the rate, depth and phase. It's gonna give us perfect control over our stereo image for the Hoover. First off, I recommend setting it to maximum and the depth to maximum. And I'm gonna crank the rate till it sounds okay. Yeah, that sounds about fine. Now we can decrease the depth and phase. Okay, it's perfect already. Now we're also going to grab the filter M12, which is this filter, which now we're going to use a bandpass on, and we're going to set the dry wet to about 30. As you can hear, it's just being bandpassed a little bit, but now we're going to crank the resonance to about 45, usually works good. There's also another bandpass, the more, this one it sounds like, wait, we got it. But it's just too not noticeable, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to use the regular bandpass for this one. I'm going to select A because we're not going to use the B one. And now we are going to, actually first let's configure only the cutoff here. It's the only thing we're really going to need. And why not the resonance as well, assuming I'm too lazy to open the plugin all the time. Now we are going to grab LFOs. You can get, let's do like 5. and we're gonna group them. First, this one is gonna be mapped to the cutoff, and we are going to control this, and we're going to set the rate to about 3 or something. So it's very slow. Introduce some jitter. Let's do 50 and smooth it out completely. Next up, for the next, this you're gonna bind to the face. The next one you're gonna bind to offset. This one can go to rate, and this one is actually for the offset. Which one's this? That one is gonna be bind to that. So you can get some really nice fucking shapes out of this. But first we're gonna turn everything down to 0 for now. And as you can see, this is going completely nuts. Seeming this has no rate control anymore. But we want this to be very low, so it's not that intense. As you can see, shit is already going crazy here. So if we... Okay, now for the rate on this thing, it's gonna go really low, and we're gonna start introducing it back. Yeah, as you can see, the sound is already being manipulated quite nicely. So now if we introduce the phase and the offset, why is nothing happening with the offset? I think, yeah, that's this one. And now we're just gonna jitter everything to the fucking crazy. This is going quite... Yeah, that sounds nice. Now we can just grab this synth I made. On this synth, it's not too noticeable, the things, but if you have synths that are kind of higher in pitch, because this one is very low and subby, yeah, you're gonna hear it a lot more. So I cut off some of the lows. Actually, it has to be a little bit higher, about 170. So you want still of that low mids bass of this, and we want around 1K as well. And actually the highs a little bit too. We're actually... This frequency is terrible, so we're gonna throw that down. Now, how to make it more interesting, you might ask yourself. Reverb. Really easy. Any plate reverb will do great. And there we go. That's already a really good melody. Of course, not the fastest song, but this is just a little preview of what you can do. And now with a kick, I just put two things together. Of course, artcore is usually a little bit faster. So let's go like 185, should be a little bit more. And guys, that's how you make artcore. It's really fucking simple. Don't sweat it. Try this. You can learn a lot by making this genre. I will actually show you some very interesting ones I made myself. It's kind of funny singing. I probably shouldn't show you this, but why not? Yeah, that's definitely one. So that's not. This one is also funny.
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah, and if you practice enough, just experiment with a lot of stuff, you can make quite interesting stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.